for joining me as I continue my travels around Australia, and please excuse the noise because I do a lot of my editing on the train, but stick around as I enjoy New Orleans, energy drink, then off I went. So I've arrived in New Orleans, Louisiana. That was such a good ride. I got such a lot done. I'm so pleased, and it went just so fast, and I think I've mentioned that in other clips, so bear with me if I repeat myself, but I obviously enjoyed it. So yeah, you're by Amtrak train, you were very comfortable. I didn't need to sleep, so I can't judge on that one. Copper Terminal. Oh, love the murals. How cool are they? Oh, very good. I'll be back here in a few days when I do another leg of my journey. So this is my New Orleans streetcar. So this is a little different. That's what they do, they just move the pole and then away we go. So this looks like a really good hostel. No one's here yet. It smells beautifully and clean. Each bunk has a curtain. I'm down the bottom here. And it's just really nice and airy. So right by the window, I've got a palm tree. No water views, but I've got a blue building. So I think I'm going to be really comfortable here for the next 3 nights. So I'm just having my can of Monster juice that someone kindly left me in the free area of the fridge. And yeah, this place is great. Look at this kitchen, it's awesome. And then there's the laundry just there. Even the hallways of the hostel are fantastic. There's little signs about things to do in the city. There's old windows that look out onto laneways. There's nice polite signs. And lots of little stairways and hallways. So cool. Just doing one of the little GPS My City walking tours from my app, and this is Covenant Square, and this is where the slaves used to meet on Sundays. On Sundays it was their day off, so they could all come here and just relax together, which is really neat. It's actually not Covenant Square, it's Congo Square. Sorry, I'll just correct that, but it's a beautiful park, and yeah, this is a nice little walking tour I'm doing. Lots of different houses to look at. So there's 2 main cemeteries here in New Orleans that are very interesting, and a lot of people get a guided tour. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a guided tour while I'm here. So cemetery number 1 is totally behind solid walls. This is cemetery number 2, and you can get the general idea that the people were buried above ground. Now I'll need to read more about it, but I think it was from spread of disease, and also the fact that the ground was quite wet, but very different from most cemeteries I've been in. A bit better if you're off the knee and slowing a little bit. So continuing my little walking tour, just around the corner from the Voodoo Spiritual Temple, which seems to be closed for renovation. So I think the Voodoos must have been up to some hooroo, and yeah, they've got out of control. So this is such a pretty little street. This walking tour is one of the best that I've done. Most just so hard not to just keep taking photo and photo and video when you keep coming across buildings like this. They are just amazing, and I'm wiggling around. But yeah, so very cool. I came around the corner, such a different atmosphere. This is obviously the tourist hub, and quite unlike the area that I've just been walking in. So this is the famous Bourbon Street. This is the old Ursulines convent, and I was hoping to do a tour there. But unfortunately, the days that I'm here, the tours are not on. So a bit sad about that. But at least I've got to see the outside of it. And I'm away from Bourbon Street now, and this is just much quieter and much less touristy, which is great. Something else that's also closed is this beautiful garden. It's Beauregard and Keys. It's their house and the garden. But isn't that stunning? And this is in the just off to the edge of the French Quarter. Oh, I love it here.
Like reckless charm, won't you rearrange it 'cause I love.
Another walking tour group. This one's Nola Tour Guide Group, and we've just looked at Jackson Park, and now we're continuing on up into French Quarter. Very edge of the French district, and this is just a suburban street. Crepe myrtles, very popular here and in Memphis. They must grow really well, but it's just such a pretty street, and I like all the little overhead decks. This is in the Trim or Treme area. The houses are much larger, very ornate, beautiful area. This is called the Esplanade. It's actually like a boulevard. I'm wandering around the French market. I had no idea that this even existed. Just saw the railway station or the tram station across the road. And so we'll check this out. Fantastic dresses, love them. The ladies look so good in them. I like these. These are fabric with the leather handles. They're beautiful. So he's just put a block of ice in there, and I'm getting a snowball. This is on recommendation from Dana. So hopefully it's good. I skipped the condensed milk. I'll just get the ice cream. So there we go. That's the machine. totally safe to the property itself. Right. There we go.
Welcome to New Orleans.
That'll cool me down.
Oh shit. Nothing else, sweetie?
No, that's all.
Is it like a Hilton or Marriott? How you doing?
I can catch the photos, but I can't catch the smell.
Or it's not sponsored by Hilton or Marriott? You need to find out because I got points. I'm going to tell you.
Well, that was amazingly good. 1 left out of 3. And they're not too sweet, even though there's all that icing sugar. But it's just a hub of activity in here. It's only table service, it's only cash, and they've got it streamlined so much. They have been selling donuts for, I don't know, I just read it somewhere, so long. Yeah, so it's a fascinating place.
Ain't moving now.
Now this is an iconic coffee place to come to, and the staff enjoy it too.
Man, think about the little baby girl. Little baby boy. See, man makes them happy.
Amazing. Look at that. Imagine being here on Mardi Gras. Street in New Orleans. How cool. It's a beautiful time of the evening to walk back to the hostel. And just the neon lights here and in Memphis, so many. And you don't see them in many places now. I love the palm trees. Nowhere near the coast, but certainly near water on the Mississippi River. Good morning. It's my second full day in New Orleans and I've just jumped on the cute little streetcar. I'm going to walk in an area of the gardens this morning. So right beside a breezy open window, which is pretty good because it's 33 degrees and probably 100% humidity. I'm walking around the garden district, so the first place I'm going to check out is Lafayette Cemetery. So everything's above ground because the water table is so high in New Orleans that they can't bury you, otherwise you float up. Such a beautiful walk. The houses are just amazing. And as you might see on my photos that I add, there's a lot being renovated just everywhere I turn. And yes, I can hear a hammer right now. It's just like they're preserving these houses. They're keeping them in the tradition that they were originally built in the mid 1800s. And they're just amazing, beautiful area. And this footpath beside the Lafayette Cemetery, which I've looped back round to on my walk, is a good example of the repair, or should I say disrepair, of the streets and pavements. There's a few areas that have been good, but a lot of uneven bricks and all sorts of things on the pavements. So like someone said, New Orleans is not very good at getting things done. And I'm carrying along on a different wall on the Lafayette Cemetery, and this area is quite different. The houses are much, much smaller. You'd almost call them a cottage, and yes, they're nowhere near as ornate, and there's certainly no gardeners or poolmen or construction workers here. So I don't know if I mentioned just on another streetcar, but I paid 80 cents for an all-day pass. So I can go on the streetcars, I can go on the buses, and I can go on the ferry, all for 80 cents. So yay, some things are cheap in the USA, but not many. So as well as all those walled, locked away cemeteries near the city centre, there are actually other cemeteries that I've passed on the way out to City Gardens, and they're just like your regular cemeteries, except there again, they are all above ground. Yeah, nothing in the ground. So the sculpture gardens are a beautiful place to stop. There's lots of different works to have a look at, and I'm just going to wander around and not take too many photos. They start getting a bit crazy. This is quite cool. This is actually depicts the Mississippi River and how it meanders, and it's actually based on maps that were drawn up in the 1940s. This one's quite cool too. It's called Outdoor Classroom, and I'm not sure if you can see me reflecting on this outdoor classroom. I think it's pretty cool. Unusual for me, I've got on a ferry and I've actually come straight inside. So hot, and it's beautiful in here, air conditioning's on, and my ferry's going across the Mississippi River. How cool is that? Yep, common saying, isn't it? Lots and lots of barges on the river. And it's like boat on. Very simple, very quick, like ferry ride. Sort of like, I don't know, 5 minutes maximum. So here on Aegis Point, across the river from New Orleans, where I'm staying and where the French Quarter and everything else that I've been showing is. This area is quite different. It's got a very quiet feel to it. It's just like a little suburb. It's very pretty. And yeah, there was hardly anyone on the ferry. Lovely old houses here. I'm just going to go for a wander around. Just enjoyed a really lovely vegetable bowl in a funny little cafe and on a corner here at Point Algiers, and I'm walking back along the bike path, which is at the top of the levee. The Mississippi River does flood, and yes, across from me here is where the cyclone hit the worst. That was back in 2005. So quite a lot of time has gone past. Apparently there's still a little bit of damage, but basically they've fixed what they're going to fix. There's a steamboat going down the Mississippi, heading back to dock over there in the main part of New Orleans, where I've been spending most of my time. Extremely sunny, so I hope this comes out okay. Yeah, there's the boat. They're getting a running commentary as they go. Do I look as hot as I feel? I think I do. So just going to catch the ferry back. I've come up on the top deck this time just to get the views and hopefully a bit of breeze. Well, here I am, all loaded up for another train trip. So this is where I say goodbye to New Orleans. You met all my expectations and more. And it's where I'll say goodbye to you. And thanks for watching this video. Until next time, bye for now.